for failing to inform the chief that the son of a city councilman, usually allied against the department, had been picked up on a deuce. The chief only found out about it when the councilman called to complain about harassment, as if the department had forced his son to drink 6 vodka martinis at Bar Marmont and drive home via the trunk of a tree on Mulholland. Finally, Holman put down the phone and pointed his finger at Bosch. He was up. He was quickly shuttled into a corner office with a view of the Union Station and the surrounding train yards. It was a decent view, but not a great one. It didn't matter because the place was coming down soon. The department would move into temporary offices while a new and modern police headquarters was rebuilt on the same spot. The current headquarters was known as the Glass House by the rank and file, supposedly because there were no secrets kept inside. Bosch wondered what the next place would become known as. The chief of police was behind a large desk signing papers. Without looking up from this work, he told Bosch to have a seat in front of the desk. Within 30 seconds, the chief signed his last document and looked up at Bosch. He smiled. "I wanted to meet you and welcome you back to the department." His voice was marked by an Eastern accent. Department. This was fine with Bosch. In L.A., everybody was from somewhere else, or so it seemed. It was both the strength and the weakness of the city. "It is good to be back," Bosch said. "You understand that you are here at my pleasure?" It wasn't a question. "Yes, sir, I do. Obviously, I checked you out extensively before approving your return. I had concerns about your, shall we say, style, but ultimately your talent won the day. You can also thank your partner Kisman Ryder for her lobbying effort. She's a good officer, and I trust her. She trusts you." "I have already thanked her, but I will do it again." "I know it has been less than 3 years since you retired, but let me assure you, Detective Bosch, that the department you have rejoined is not the department you left." "I understand that." "I hope so. You know about the consent decree?" Just after Bosch had left the department, the previous chief had been forced to agree to a series of reforms in order to head off a federal takeover of the LAPD, following an FBI investigation into wholesale corruption, violence, and civil rights violations within the ranks. The current chief had to carry out the agreement, or he would end up taking orders from the FBI. From the chief down to the lowliest boot, nobody wanted that. "Yes," Bosch said. "I've read about it." "Good. I'm glad you have kept yourself informed, and I'm happy to report that despite what you may read in the Times, we are making great strides, and we want to keep that momentum. We are also trying to update the department in terms of technology. We are pushing forward in community policing. We're doing a lot of good things, Detective Bosch, much of which can be undone in the eyes of the community if we resort to old ways. Do you understand what I'm telling you?" "I think so." "Your return here is not guaranteed. You are on probation for a year, so consider yourself a rookie again. A boot. The oldest living boot at that. I approved your return. I can also wash you out without so much as a reason any time in the course of the year." "Don't give me a reason." Bosch didn't answer. He didn't think he was supposed to. "On Friday, we graduate a new class of cadets at the academy. I would like you to be there." "Sir?" "I want you to be there. I want you to see the dedication in our young people's faces. I want to reacquaint you with the traditions of this department. I think it could help you rededicate yourself." "If you want me to be there, I will be there." "Good. I will see you there. You will sit under the VIP tent as my guest." He made a note about the invite on a pad of paper next to the blotter. He then put the pen down and raised his hand to point a finger at Bosch. His eyes took on a fierceness. "Listen to me, Bosch. Don't ever break the law to enforce the law. At all times you do your job constitutionally and compassionately. I will accept it no other way. This city will accept it no other way. Are we okay on that?" "We are okay," Then we are good to go." Bosch took his cue and stood up. The chief surprised him by also standing and extending his hand. Bosch thought he wanted to shake hands and extended his own. The chief put something in his hand, and Bosch looked down to see the gold detective's shield. He had his old number back. It had not been given away. He almost smiled. "Wear it well," the police chief said, and proudly. "I will." Now they shook hands, but as they did so, the chief didn't smile. "The cars of forgotten voices," he said. "Excuse me, Chief?" "That's what I think about when I think of the cases down there in Open Unsolved. It's a house of horrors. Our greatest shame. All those cases, all those voices."